November 2021, Devon Free Spirits visited the Valiant Soldier in Buckfastleigh. This building has stood since the 1700s and has been a pub since at least 1813. However, in 1965, the brewery decided there were too many pubs in the town and immediately withdrew their license. So, as the last customers left the bar that night, the landlords downed tools and closed up, leaving everything as it was. In 1997, the building was bought by the local council and opened as a museum. Inside the building was like a time capsule from that night in the 60s, with change left in the till and cigarette butts still in the ashtrays. On arrival, we split into two teams, with one team starting downstairs in the bar and the other upstairs in the landlord's living quarters. The downstairs area included a bar, lounge area which ladies could use, a kitchen and a pantry. Upstairs is a lounge, master bedroom, attic room, bathroom, and two more bedrooms which have been converted into a large museum display room. We'll start in the bar area with Anne, Helen and Stu. On the table near Anne and Helen is a cat ball, which flashes if touched or moved. Here you can see the ball is not being triggered by Helen writing on the table.
Yeah.
However, when Stu asks if the ladies should leave the bar, as in the 60s this room was for men only, the ball does respond.
Is it okay that there are women in the bar? Or should this be men only? Should they leave? What? Just say that off then. Neither you touched the table, did you?
No.
On this night, the cat ball proved to be very active, despite having been used on a number of investigations and never flashed on any of them. Later on, as Stu asked for a drink at the bar, the ball responded again.
If there's anyone behind the bar, can you make any of the glasses chink or make a noise back there? In fact, landlord, can I have a pint, please? What's your best ale? Oh.
Anne picks up on a man behind the bar and uses the optics to try to show his rough height.
He was about, probably in line with, where it grips. Do you see the gripper? The top of the optics.
The gripper's on the... where the little black sign is at the top of them.
Yeah. But if you come out here, there's a silver bit.
Yeah, I can see it.
The top of that is where his head would have reached.
Okay, that's at my eye level, so it's just about 5'10".
Just afterwards, she picks up on his age, and the cat ball lights again as if in response.
Didn't have much hair, I can see that.
Could you tell a rough age?
I was literally just given an age 62.
Okay.
Thank you. This was on lovely. Thank you very much.
The camera was going to show you are not
touching
the table.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate that.
Anne then picks up a name and more details about the man she saw behind the bar.
Can I get your name? That'd be great. Tom? Are you here, Tom? Okay, so they used to serve Courage beer.
Courage? Okay.
Courage, yeah. I've been given it a couple of times, but obviously I know of that brand. So I was just not really...
But it's an old brand, so it makes sense.
Thinking out loud sort of thing. I don't know if that name is the bartender or the man that sits here.
Tom, do you mean?
Yeah. You're right, you weren't the bartender, you were the owner, sorry. Thank you.
That's triggering quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know what, I've used that on every investigation we've had and it's never lit up unless...
Do you want me to move? Just so you can...
If you want to, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking so you can see it going off without me sitting near the table.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, it's never come off an investigation except when I've picked it up and put it down.
I'll put this.
Show the camera, now near it. And I can stamp and it's not going off.
Your name was once above the door, Tom, thank you. I really would love your last name.
Did you get a year or an era for him?
Say before 1960s easily. I think probably more 40s.
So you're thinking during the war or post-war?
See? Don't talk to me. I'm not getting much. I'd say from the shirt he was wearing, it's definitely 1930s, 1940s time. That's a cat meowing.
Yeah. Was that bang before outside as well, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bang.
Our researchers found that Tom White was the younger brother of Frank White, who was innkeeper of the Valiant. Frank passed away in the 1920s, but his wife stayed on until 1939. Her brother-in-law Tom would have been 62 in 1937 and likely would have frequented the inn, so maybe he worked there too at some point. A little later we hear a loud clanking sound from the bar door, which we can't explain.
You've got some great stories about them. Was that crap?
Yeah, the tink then.
Yeah, I would say that my tummy growled, but there was a tink. Thank you.
See, that's going off again. You're nowhere near it.
No.
There's no loud noises.
No.
It was a glass tink.
And just before the team moved on from the bar, Helen's body camera turned itself off, despite still having full battery. Almost immediately after this happened, the cat ball goes off as well.
Would you love to see another pint poured in this pub again?
Hello. My camera's just turned off.
I just thought it was. Okay.
Say again, sorry?
Camera.
My camera's just turned itself off.
Oh. Interesting. Is it a full battery?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then the ball went.
The ball went off at the same time.
Yeah, literally.
I wonder if that...
Simultaneously. Yeah,
Yeah.
simultaneously.
So was
You're
it...
taking my energy.
Upstairs, the other team members, John, Kaz, Ben and Kate, are investigating the attic room. The real attic isn't safe for visitors to climb up into, so the museum have converted a room on the first floor to resemble it, and have put on display some of the more interesting items found up there. Shortly after starting, Kaz picks up on a young girl.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm what I thought I saw and felt before I said it. A blonde, she's got blonde hair, pigtails, really quite long, so they're up here, but the hair comes down to about here.
Elbow length.
Yeah, whilst it's up. She's got blue ribbons in her hair. She's 12 years old. Her name is Lucy. She's wearing a white dress, and she's got quite a... I don't want to upset her. She's quite a big girl. She's got quite a chubby cheeks.
Rounded face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Trying to find a...
Yeah, nice.
Light.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to confirm that because I saw it and I wasn't completely 100% sure, so I wanted to...
Is she in the room with us now?
I just saw her here,
Okay.
so that's why I wanted to make sure that I wanted to double confirm what I thought.
Okay.
Because the name and the age popped in, but I wanted to
Right.
just be sure.
Okay.
Okay, not in this house. She was born in this village, but not in this building.
Right. Did you have a friend that lived here?
Okay, she's not stuck here. She just visits.
Right.
She's not stuck.
Did she have a friend that lived here?
That's a yes.
Okay. So we're possibly looking for another, possibly a young girl.
Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Is your friend a little girl? Yes. Right, that's a yes.
Okay.
Her mum's here, but not her dad.
What was her now?
Yeah, here in spirit.
Okay.
in this building, but her dad is not.
Okay.
No, she can't. She hasn't seen her dad.
Dad is, but not the mum.
She sees the mum, but not the dad.
But not the dad.
Right. Okay, that was a no to that question. I asked if he died in the war. That was no.
For some reason they're separated in the afterlife. I wonder if her and her mother were in an accident and died early. And the father lived on.
In the bar.
Your question what you just said got a yes.
So it was her and her mother that were killed.
Her and her mother went before
Died.
the father. I don't know what in circumstances. It's just a yes or a no. So you could be
Just a
careful
yes,
what your
but they died
assumptions.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So be careful on the
interesting.
assumptions that you make with yes or no's.
Yeah. So he would have lived on and then passed
All
over
right.
to
Okay.
me.
Fine. Yeah. All right. On the same day.
They both.
On the same day. I just asked the question.
Mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Mother and daughter on the same day, died on the same day.
Oh, dad on
Cool.
the same day.
No. Mother and
Mother
daughter.
and daughter,
Same day.
same day.
According to this,
But
because
then
it's
the
just
dad-
simple yes or no's.
Okay. And the dad died years later, I would imagine.
Well, whenever. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah. Would you would assume so due to the fact of them being split? He might have had other connections by the time he died.
Well, that got a yes. Those questions.
Okay.
Remarried.
He remarried,
Yeah.
so that's why he's possibly now with whoever he went with later.
But she did know him. She's quite a big girl.
Afterwards, our
quite
researchers
tall,
found there was a
actually.
Lucy associated with the inn. Lucy Partridge was the niece of Mark and Alice Roberts, who were the last landlords of the Valiant and took over from 1939 until 65. She may have visited them here. After talking to Lucy, the REM pod goes off.
What was that?
Who's that? Mum, is that you moving?
Where have I put it?
I don't know. Behind you, isn't
It's
it?
here.
It's there.
Oh, it might be you.
Does
Oh.
that mean she's being a bit close or no?
Possibly, yeah.
Should have I don't think you moved that much.
I don't know, but because it's close, you
Yeah,
can't
we have
make
to assume
assumptions.
it was, but
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
off camera and behind Ben, so he may have gotten too close to it. But as you can see from this next example, you really do have to get quite close,
Fair flash as well.
and Ben was stood about a foot
Down
away.
there, Ben. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, totally convinced.
No,
That was
because
only,
you
it
would
would only
have
been
had-
my elbow, look.
Okay, so the question mark is over whether
Yeah.
that was hit by Ben or not.
Listen closely here. While Kate's talking, you can hear a faint female moan.
And that's sat in the. I'm not. And that's sat in the. I'm not. And that's sat in the. I'm not.
And shortly after, the REM pod and cat ball both go off again.
Yeah.
The hard plastic ones.
Yeah.
Because at least we know then if we get a strange funny feeling, it's actually
That,
something.
that was none of us touched that.
No.
That definitely. John, have you got that?
Yeah.
Hello, Lucy. Is that you?
Hello.
That's really good. Thank you.
There's the ball. How long ago did you touch that?
Ages.
No. Yeah, it stopped and started again.
Yeah.
But have I put it on the wrong way round, Ben?
You shouldn't have to
No,
worry
it's
about
gone
it.
off, look.
We've timed this cat ball, and usually after touched, it will
So,
flash
hi,
for about
Lucy.
10
Very
seconds.
quiet tonight, but I've been watching the
Here you can
capsule.
see it stopping
Can you
and restarting on request.
can you just
Stop
stop the ball for us? That's a good girl. Could you start it again for us, please? Thank
Oh my
you.
God.
This is what we had in.
That's great.
Okay.
Could you stop it again for us?
Maybe get her to come to
If you have to do it quite quick in
Yeah.
case it is the what, you know, when it stops, if that makes sense.
Good girl.
Thank you very much. Could you start it again now for me, please?
That's lovely, thank you.
Thank you very
You're
much,
a clever
Lucy.
girl, aren't you? Could you try and light the other one up for us?
This one
Okay,
over
so
here.
this time when it stops,
one
can we say nothing when it stops this time?
Okay.
Thank you, Lucy. Could you start that again for me, please? Come on, you can do it again for us. Come on, there's a girl.
Clever girl.
You're very
We
clever.
just want to make sure it was you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
hope
you
it's
very
not
much.
me moving. I'm trying
you've
not
got
to
to-
move.
You haven't really moved. I've been watching you.
Yeah, I'll be trying not
You
to.
got to move considerable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucy, you still here?
After a quiet 10 minutes
You
with no
sure you're
activity
still
at
here with
all,
us?
the team hear a knock in the room, which once
Is your
again
mum
is
here
followed
with
by the
you?
cat ball lighting up.
There was a tap there. That wasn't you, was it?
Is your mum here? Is your mum here with you?